Good evening, Paul.
Hey David, how you doing?
Yeah, they'll all be over shortly. They're all killing each other.
Okay, that's all right.
They're playing some silly game called Among Us or something. Donald's going around going, I don't know how to play this game. I don't know how to play this game. While killing everybody.
That sounds like him, doesn't it?
Yep. I kept telling them, I was like, Donald's the killer. Donald's the killer. None of them were listening.
That's funny. So let me see. Let me get rid of the emojis.
You don't have to anymore, do you?
Yes.
No, they've moved it.
Customize. See, I just went to customize and it
Oh,
shows
yours is still in the same place.
the emojis.
Yeah, on Laura's now, they're actually in the where the chat box is. It goes in there.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, see, over here I have to go to streamline to the channel customization, and then tell it no on the emojis live reactions. Now I have to put the link in. Well, it looked to me like Laura was doing really good. I was out flying and stuff this afternoon, so I popped in for a second.
Yeah, it's good to hear her laughing for a bit.
Yes, take her mind off everything.
Yeah. I'm watching Formula One as well.
Well, I would imagine Justin keeps it going too, doesn't he?
Just in what?
Justin keeps things going too.
Yeah, yeah, but he's not playing the game. He's playing games with Aubrey apparently.
Oh, okay.
And then Laura,
Justin has turned into a full-time gamer.
well, something like that. Yeah. She's just about to do a llama raid. Send everybody over. Here he comes. Donald's left. Justin's left apparently. Bill's left.
Bill's does his live tonight too, right?
Yeah. Here he comes.
Uh,
Hey, there he is.
Time to
What
call
I
this.
heard you were over there. You were over there gaming on Laura's channel.
well, everybody was pretty much.
Yeah.
Even Donald got into doing some gaming.
Hey, Frank.
That's what David was saying.
Yeah,
Donald was kind of out of his element.
yeah, Donald and Cool Cat. They're all going at it.
How
Hey,
is Among
There you
Us
go.
free on the phone, but it's $5 on the PC?
It's
It's
free
freaking.
if you've got the Xbox Game Pass.
I don't have that,
We get it with our
but
mobile
it's
net.
$5 on the PC, but you can get it free on the Play Store.
That sounds about right.
Oh, you know what I should do is just run BlueStacks and just download it through that,
Yeah.
and then I'll have to pay for it. I can play it on the PC.
hey,
Can
Joe, how's it go?
you play it
What's
with your
up?
steering wheel?
Did you go fly today?
No, I was going to. I went outside and it was a little breezy. And before I went outside, I said, you know what? I looked at the breeze and it wasn't bad. I could have probably flown, but I said, you know what? Let me go try to put this radio in my car real quick. I've been holding on to for 2 years. And I went out there. I got half the dash off, couldn't get the rest of the dash off to do it. So I just put it all back together and came inside. I said, I got to look at, I'm missing something somewhere. It wouldn't unplug.
I
Hey,
mean,
Laura, welcome.
To be
Right.
honest, Joe, if you already have the radio, it's really not that expensive to have a professional install it. It's
Nope.
usually the install is usually a lot cheaper.
Yeah, you got a point. But I wanted to run the backup camera. I want the backup camera put in. So
That's
it probably be $100 at least.
yeah, but at least if they do it, they'd be able to install it and make sure it's wired correctly and all that.
Well, all the wiring is plug and play because I got Crutchfield to make me the harness. It's a plug and play harness from the radio to the harness on my car. They matched it. So all I got to do is unplug and plug. So it's not hard to put it. I've done it before with them. And all you do is you unplug the other one, plug the other one in, put the ground wire, and you're done. Takes a couple of seconds once you get it in. And I got the form that shows me where the things are on the dash, but I left it upstairs. I didn't feel like walking back upstairs. I said, I'll do it. It was getting hot. I said, I'll do it another day when it's cool. Because it's gonna be hot the next week, but I'll do it early in the morning.
That was a good
It'll
dinner.
happen. I'm not in a hurry.
Sarah made a good dinner.
There's a new
Pork
plant.
chops, broccoli, and
Chops,
stuffing.
huh?
Oh yeah.
Today was Cinco de Mayo. What, a Mexican pork chop?
No.
Because today is the day that they celebrate eating Mexican food.
Yeah, it was just regular pork chop stuffing and some broccoli.
That's what I did today. I made chicken burritos.
What?
Well, Laura, just before you got here, Justin was in there telling us how wonderful your live stream was and how much he really missed you not being online.
Does that sound like something I'd say, Laura?
No, it doesn't.
No. No.
No, they were having fun playing Among Us, though.
Oops.
You should get the game, Justin.
I was going to, but it's $5 on the PC.
Get the other version. Go download like Android or something.
I would probably try to run it through BlueStacks, but BlueStacks is so
Yeah.
finicky. Some apps.
You could play it on your phone.
I hate playing games on my phone now.
But it's one game. Oh,
Well, I heard, Laura, you had a hard time getting Donald into it.
no.
No,
He's
he
got-
was playing,
He's gone away to practice playing it.
and then he went to when he first came into Laura's live, he felt left out, so he pulled up OBS and put Sudoku
Holy
on the
crap.
screen and was playing that.
Donald's a funny guy.
Yeah, Donald.
He just cracks me up all the time. And he was talking like you, Laura.
The Jody, Sir Cool Cat.
Jody, Michael.
Cool Cat's here. Yeah.
Right. Piastri overtook Sainz. Sainz overtook him back. Then he overtook Sainz again. And somehow all the other ones managed to come through, and now he's ended up down into ninth place. Fucking hell, 11th.
How you doing, Frank Rizzo, aka Jody?
I'll be back.
I'll be back. You got to get the inflection right. You got to, if you're going to do Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back.
Yeah, cool cat. I will share my screen next time so I can put it in streamer mode.
Yeah, this one's gonna be perfect. This print is gonna be perfect. It fits perfect, but there's no putting the PLA on because you got to have the pliable TPU.
Won't you start sending me random videos?
That's it. That's the chicken.
Screamer mode. That's when Laura starts losing.
What?
Do you not hear me when I actually beat them all?
Yeah. They shouldn't be that hard to beat. Especially Tim.
Oh, I should get Tim playing it.
So, how's your mom doing? Is she doing it better?
She seems a bit better. In fact, I've got to ring her in a minute. Even though I'll see her tomorrow.
Now you see, how far away is she?
Not that far. Yeah, cool cat. I can share my screen for so much of it, and then once we start playing, it's hide my screen. And then you'll see the rules because they're on the side. Right. I'll be back.
Okay.
Shut up.
Any ships today, Paul?
Yeah, I just got done doing one, and I'm finishing it up right now.
Yeah, my plan was I was going to fly.
And I actually got two today. I got the first one I got was the Robert Pearson. No, that was yesterday. The Algoma Salt, and then I just got the Lee A. Tregurtha.
Yeah, Johnny called me right when before I decided whether I was going to go fly or not. And he told me that that was the other thing. He told me that he was getting ready to go out and fly a little bit, but it was just starting to rain where he's at. So I said, well, if it's starting to rain by you, it'll get over here in 30 minutes. So I said, let me just go work on the car a few minutes. See, because I didn't think it'd take me more than about maybe a half hour to put that radio in. It took me a half hour just to take the thing apart to get to
Really?
where I needed to take the thing apart and couldn't take it apart. And then
Wow.
there was I only got one bolt and two screws out, and got half of the panel out because the other half wouldn't pop out. So I was still good because that's not the panel I need to worry about. I need the other side, but it wouldn't budge. It could be also because it's a 2009 car and it might be just stuck, you know.
Yeah.
But then I went to put the panel back on to put the first bolt in, and the vent for the air conditioner that blows on your feet falls out on the floor. I just looked at it and I said, really? Then I had to get on my back and climb under there and find out how to put it back. You know? So I finally figured out how to put it back, got it back in there, put the bolt back in it. So that's it. I'm just putting it back. That's it. That's it. I printed the thing off. I don't know what I did with it.
Really? You're having a senior moment.
No. I thought I threw it in the box. Yeah, I thought I threw it in the box with it, but I didn't. Man, I'm almost at the point where I might just sell it. It's not in the box. I must
How
have
long
laid
you
it up
plan
here
on
and I
having
didn't,
that car for?
I don't know.
I mean, if you're planning on keeping it for another few years, just go ahead and put in. They do it
Well,
in like 30 minutes.
I might keep it as a fishing car or something like that, you know? Something that I don't care what it looks like. You know,
I mean, it'd be a little bit of money, but if you take it to somebody that could have it in like 30 minutes.
I think it's gonna take more than 30 minutes.
Oh no, those guys are pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, the only places that do them around here, they're expensive.
Last time when I had, a few years back, I had a 10-inch subwoofer, an amp, and a stereo put in my old car, and they did it probably in 45 minutes. Had it all done and wired up and everything.
That's not bad.
I think I paid 120 or 140 for it. Haven't put it in. Because I already had this stuff, so they were just charging me labor. So
Yeah, if they would just charge me labor, it shouldn't be that bad.
that's what I'm saying, because you already have the stereo, you're just taking it in there, asking them to put it in for you.
I got everything. I got the stereo, I got the face plates, I got everything. And like I said, it's a plug and play module. So all they gotta do is just take it out, unplug it, plug it.
And what's cool is when you go to those guys, those type of guys, for like when I had my first stereo ever put in my car years ago, that had the 7-inch flip up screen,
Yeah,
he disengaged the brake thing out of it, so the car didn't have to be in park in order to use it.
yeah.
I told him, I said, hey, you mind like not hooking that part up on the stereo? I was like, because I want to play, because I had two 7-inch screens in the back seats, and I had the 7-inch screen in the front. And I was like, well, when I play, I had DVDs that had all a bunch of music videos downloaded on them, and I just played the music videos while I was driving, because it was all tricked out and shit. And I told him he didn't he was able to not put that in there for me to make sure it worked, so it didn't have to be in park in order to play it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I told him, I said, I'm not driving down the road watching fucking TV. Like, it ain't gonna be a thing. He was like, I don't care. He goes, I just won't hook it up. I said, all right.
So what I'll do is I'll do what I did last time. I'll just go to the website and print it off and
What
put it in
is
the
that?
box this time.
What is that? A flip out screen or something?
No,
Or is it just a big touch screen?
it's a touch screen. It's a touch screen.
Ah, okay.
How big is it?
A 7-inch touchscreen.
Uh, I've seen some touchscreens on some of the newer cars are huge.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you should see the ones in the Teslas. They're like 15 or 17 inches. They're pretty big. I remember when they first started, like Teslas became popular and you started seeing a lot of them on the road. There
Yeah.
was a couple videos of guys getting pulled over because the cops thought they had a laptop open in their front dash, because it's illegal in a lot of states. And if you're in a work vehicle or something like that, you're not supposed to drive down the road with your laptop open. And one guy got pulled over because the cop thought it was a laptop. He didn't realize it was a built-in integrated part of the car.
Really?
But that's pretty standard now. Almost every new car now comes with like some kind of a touch screen in it. That's become almost standard now. Like all the Dodge, Jeeps, and Chryslers, most of them come with the 10-inch touchscreen in the dash, where you can control your air and your radio and everything.
Really?
That's because backup cameras have become so standard now too.
here you go. When in doubt, print it again. Yeah, I see where I messed up now. I had everything off but one side because I had to pull that little, and the thing is, I went to pull that little panel off on the side. There's two screws behind it. I pulled it up, I dropped it right off. God, darn it.
What you should have done is just left it all apart and went back up and printed it out.
I didn't feel like it. It was getting hot and I was sweating and I was getting up. Now you get hot sometimes, sweating, and I
Oh yeah,
just,
you get frustrated
mood
really
left.
easily.
the mood left. I said, nope, that's it. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
when the mood leaves, that's done.
Oh yeah, you're working out in the heat, man. You get frustrated quick.
Yeah,
Something ain't
I
going
was
right.
under the trees, but it started getting hot. And I said, no, no, listen up. So I'm saying, this is an early morning thing, like daybreak thing, and I could probably finish it. I could probably finish it in about an hour. Because the plan is to get the radio in, get the backup camera plugged into it, put it back in, and then bring the backup camera, the wires out, and run it to the back, and then worry about doing the backup camera maybe later, you know?
Well,
Because that's where the tie-in's gonna be, where
Where
it's
does
gonna
the
give it a
backup
problem.
camera mount to the license plate?
who would you
Yeah,
take?
it's,
Who would you
it's a
take it
mount
to?
behind the license plate.
Okay.
Who would you take it to work on it? Like a Mickey?
They-
Do you have like Mickey showers down there? Or?
Well,
We got a guy
there's
called Mobile One.
there's audio shops. Best Buy even does it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Yeah, Best Buy installs a car system. If you go in there and buy like a car audio system, they actually some of the Best Buys actually have little garages in the back where they do all that stuff.
Really?
yeah. I don't know if they do it if you didn't buy it from them.
Yeah, I remember. I remember back in the day, the only place up here in town, up at the north end, was a Mickey Shore, and they had sold all the stuff, but they worked on the radios and all that stuff.
Yeah, the Best Buy uh in our old town used to do that. They had a little shop in the back, and that's what they did was car audio and CBs and all that stuff. Like anything that you wanted to have wired up to your car, they could do it. Like if you wanted LED strips under your car or anything like that, they could do all that stuff. Not all the Best Buys have those, but some of them do have an audio shop.
The bigger ones, I bet.
I don't know if they might not even. Let me see. I'm sure they still do it. They may
Oh,
not
that's
do
easy.
it anymore, but they
Just
used
go
to.
online and look
That's
for
fine.
audio, radio store, installation, or unless you happen to know somebody that's handy. The problem is if you let somebody you know do it and they screw it up, then you're screwed,
Well, there's the whole problem right there. When I pulled the part
Yeah.
off, I couldn't get it to budge because you got to get on the side and pry it a little bit. They got a screw back there too. I knew there was a screw back there. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, they have a. See, it's car audio. That's our technicians in the different area or in the area that I'm at. But yeah, they do car audio installation still.
And it's only got 4 Phillips screws holding the radio in place. Phillips screws. That's crazy.
I remember back in the day, you could just take on some of the dashes, you'd have the stereo on the dash, and you'd just put those little pin things in there and push it,
Yeah.
and then the stereo would slide right out. You
Yeah.
could just pull the whole thing out and then unplug it, and you could take whatever plates you needed out, put the other ones in, and
Xterra
slide.
was like that.
Yeah, it was super easy back in the day to change the stereo out. You could do it in like 20, 25 minutes.
I did the Xterra radio in maybe 20 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah. Some of these new ones though, like these newer cars, dude, I would not fuck with the stereos in those cars. because they're wired into all kinds of shit. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
got what they
they're,
call a floating ground in some of them. So if you hook the wrong one up, you shoot everything.
well, that's what I'm saying. Plus, like the amount of shit that the stereos are wired into now with those touch
Yeah.
screens, you got your air conditioning, you got your, you know, some electronics under the hood. I mean, yeah, you got to be careful with the newer
Well,
cars.
it's the idea back when I was a kid, it was just a couple of wires and the antenna and that kind of stuff. you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Back in the day too, you would stick these little prongs in the side. There was these little key things. And you'd stick them in the sides of the stereo and it would push the little 4 pins in that held the stereo and it would
Yep.
slide right out. And then you would have 2 or 3 plugs in the back, the antenna, the wiring harness, and usually some kind of grounding or something. You'd pull it out and then you would, like I said, and when you bought the stereo that you were buying with, you would buy the faceplate kit for your car and wiring harness for your car. And it was all just plug and play and you put the plates on, slide it back in, you could do it really quick.
Yeah.
Good call.
Now, if I was to
Justin,
go, what's
Joe,
up?
David.
Like-
Mark?
Like if I had like a
Dominic?
20, like if I had a car that was only a couple years old and I wanted a stereo put in it, I wouldn't even screw with it. I'd take it in and have it
Yeah, I
done.
wouldn't either.
Jody, Michael,
There's too much crap in there.
Well, you
Brian.
see, mine's a
Laura.
2009, so that's why I'll fool with it. But if it was
Oh,
like anything like a 15 above, no.
Yeah, especially a newer one like a 2022 or 23 or something. Yeah, I'm not fucking with the
Yeah, I wouldn't
stereo.
touch it. Well, the one reason that I was gonna switch it was because on July 4th, they've got a new law going into effect, totally hands-free. And this one's got CarPlay, so when I get in, it'll automatically pick up my phone.
Right, it's
That way I don't
got
have to deal with it.
it's got that Apple and Android car crap in
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Useless.
that's why I figured it'd be safer that way. That way I just get in the car and if somebody calls me, it picked up through the car. I don't have to reach for it. And then it's like a GPS. I'm going
Mm.
somewhere, I could run it, if I run it on there and watch it there.
Ask it where you're going, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I
Right.
wanted to put it on,
Doesn't
basically.
listen properly.
Well, you can use
I got-
Google Maps or Apple Play or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I've got a
on CarPlay.
GPS, but I'd rather have that be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, that's just way too confusing for this old guy.
Well, like I said, if you already have the stereo and all this stuff, it's really not that.
Not that hard to
It's
take
whether
in.
you want, well, I mean, it's whether you wanna, you could pay $100 and some, have somebody put it in, or you could try to do it yourself. I don't like, I hate working on vehicles at all. That shit annoys the
Yeah,
hell out of me.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
few
the
years
new
I have,
ones
but I'll
are a
try.
bit more
Got it in
awkward.
my blood.
I'm gonna get Justin to come do it. You're gonna put my
Unfortunately,
radio
it's in my blood.
Well, there was a fault on the media player in Kate's car.
Yeah.
More play a game, not
Um,
play a game.
We had to book it in, and it took them 6 weeks to get the bits. And
Yeah.
then when it went in, they had to take the whole dashboard out to change the radio and media player.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's
Yeah.
the case sometimes. It's more likely that you're waiting for the parts than anything.
Mm.
Hello, Frank.
Oh,
That's why we had to wait
Hey,
Say
for
hello
them
to
to
Jody
get it,
for me.
because
I guess if
when
he's
we
driving,
took it in the morning and they gave us a Renault electric car to as a courtesy car.
That's not a courtesy though.
Mm. Oh, we
I'm
didn't
glad
have
y'all
to
didn't hear
charge it back up.
I was gonna say they could. Thank God they didn't give you a Renault Twizy though.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a Twizy. It was a Oh God, it was only a small 4-letter
Yeah.
word, I think. I can't remember what it is now. It's just
Like, yeah,
Flip.
it's a fairly small car.
yeah, sort of like the same size as a Clio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin. I told him, I said, I'm gonna have so y'all, I'm gonna have my son Justin do it. I'm gonna have Justin do it. He goes, that Justin? Pointing at the computer. I said, no, you. He said, well, you fitting to go to A1 to get it fixed. Mobile one. He said, you're fitting to go. Fitting to
I'd tell
go.
you to do the same thing because I ain't screwing with it.
Yeah. It took them a few hours. I mean, they phoned us back before the end of the day to say it was done. And then we had to go back into the centre of Manchester to the dealer
What's up, Brian?
and take their car back and collect hers.
And that would work, Jody, if he was driving backwards everywhere. That still would be a little weird.
Hmm?
Saying hook
What?
your backup
The
cam to
reversing
your
camera.
yeah, he said hook your reversing camera up to your goggles.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever works, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching 51 Drones today. And 51 Drones was talking about the DJI drone ban.
Yeah.
And I typed something into the chat and I looked at it and I went, well, that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
So I went back and adjusted it and I said, now don't steal this because this is my copyrighted t-shirt on there. And I stuck it in and I went and did a t-shirt store real quick and made it. And stuck it out there. I'll pull it up and show you.
Yeah.
But I looked at that and I said, yeah, that is pretty, it came out, you get a slogan that's right. It was
Yep,
right.
yep. I've done those.
What's up, Curtis?
Which one's 51? Is that Russ?
Yeah, Russ.
Yeah. Let me go pull this thing.
I think he's a really nice bloke.
Mm.
Yeah, I like him. He's got a good channel.
He looks like, yeah, he's the sort of bloke you want to sit down and have a beer with.
Yeah, I could do that. Let's see.
Okay.
Mind you, if he chopped his hands off, he'd be unable to speak.
Okay, I got it. I gotta find y'all. Where y'all went?
Or is that Rich?
Let's see. Here you go. It got my logo on it. It says representation without documentation. That will not fly. Do not ban DJI drones.
I still
What do you
think that's funny though, because you have USA Drone Flyer, like the most American thing defending Chinese drones.
Hey, it's the best drone on the market right now. You like that? I got that one. And then let's go back to the other product.
I beg to differ. I think a Reaper's much better, but they won't let me buy one because they're like $200 million.
And that one, she's got the three drones on it. Like that.
Yeah, the credit cards say sorry.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
you
said,
need to put in parentheses down at the bottom, and I love Chinese food too.
there's nothing better.
Yeah.
Look, there's
that would be
nothing
good.
when you can fly a Reaper drone at 40,000 feet and see a hair on a fly's ass. Now that's a drone.
Yeah, that's a drone.
Justin, if you come
What?
to the UK, don't get sick. Because a lot of the doctors are Chinese.
Yeah. You see, but Russ said, he said,
Not
if
as a
there's an
Indian.
issue with it, tell us the problem. Like that. And I was thinking, yeah, that's representation without documentation. He said, show us the documentation. So I put it together. I said, without documentation. I said, that won't fly. And I said, oh, that sounds good.
It's like I was over on playing with damn it, what the hell's this thing doing?
The good news is when I set it all up, they asked me if I wanted a sample like that, t-shirt sample of one of them. So I went ahead and ordered one for me, and it only cost me like $10. So that was even better. $3 shipping, like $14 altogether. So I got a t-shirt coming in with that
Yeah,
on
well,
it, so I can see what it looks like.
when I was playing with Jason the other day, I told him, I said, because his little catchphrase is just one more game. Just one more game. That's what he'll say. Because he'll just keep wanting to play and play. So I said, there's your
Yeah.
t-shirt right there, buddy. Hashtag one more game.
Yep, one more game. One more game.
What's Cool Cat talking about? He says it's been such a long time since he's played it.
He's on about the game I was playing today.
Oh,
with himself.
yeah.
Well,
Mudball
Justin-
says he's trying to relearn the game too.
Justin was playing Fortnite.
I know he was, but
Yeah, these
Oh,
two.
Donald pointed out a good point there, Joe. It shouldn't be banned with a D. It should be BAN.
You got a point. You got a point.
Joe already ordered 10,000 of them. Company said no more changes. They already did the final check.
I can fix that. That's an easy fix.
Yeah, I didn't come on this morning because I went to the hospital to see my mum.
How's she doing?
Not good. Better, but not good. She got took in again yesterday, and they kept her in. They think it's a mixture of dehydration and an infection that's making her all weird.
Ah,
Like, I got a phone call at 9:20 tonight saying, Mark, where's Maria? She went in to see the doctor ages ago and left me in this waiting room, and I can't find her anywhere. This is an hour and a half after visiting time has finished and Maria's gone home, and my mum is in a ward in the hospital. And then you have to try and explain that to her over the phone.
Mudball says I never seen a point in cheating in a game. It takes the fun away.
You mean
Yeah.
like telling everyone you don't know how to play it when you're the killer?
Yeah.
oh, that was
And Cool
fun.
Cat says, "Will do. I'm still fiddling with it."
We don't want to know what you're fiddling with.
Yep.
Oh.
Because, I mean, the way it is now, you can visit all day, but you have to disappear from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock and from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock because that's meal times.
Okay.
Oh, the
Don't do
hospital,
that,
mum.
don't do
Yeah,
that,
no,
Basil.
they advise you to, but you don't have to.
Mm.
Although the dinner lady came in today and had a right go at everyone. She's like, "There's only supposed to be 2 visitors in this room."
When
They
we'd
said-
already had permission to have 4.
It was like, "There's 4 of us."
Well, there was 3 of us. There was me, my brother, and my sister at my mum's bed.
Yeah, but she's because we told her that the nurses had said it was okay. She stormed out. She went, "Why is there 4 people in there?" The nurse went, "Just get on with serving the food."
Yes, it's not
Yeah.
down to the food staff to say.
Well, the girl in the next bed was only a young girl, and she had a a nurse sat by her bed permanently.
And let me ask you
That's
something.
not good.
If you're
She
working
was on
down in the,
suicide watch. She'd taken an overdose.
Oh god.
if you were working down in the kitchen and your job is to deliver food to the rooms, why the fuck do you care how many people are in the room? I don't get that.
Job's worth.
They're just auxiliaries.
I'm just saying, like, why
Yeah.
would you even worry about that as a service person? That makes no sense.
It's a job worth. You get
They don't
get
work in the
promoted.
kitchen. They work on the ward.
They just deliver the food.
All the food is delivered from the kitchen on a big electric truck. And it's a bit like massive aircraft things, only a lot bigger. And they
Yeah,
just leave them there, and then the staff have to deliver the food.
Yeah, they sort it all out and then
The nurses.
Oh, see here, they have people that actually, that's their whole job is just delivering food all day.
Her job is more delivering food and cleaning.
felt sorry for the spider today. It was running along the window ledge, so I used the two of the get well cards to pick it up, and it took a jump out the window.
Mhm.
Why didn't you
Commit
smash it?
suicide. Because
And
we don't
Yeah.
kill innocent spiders.
yeah,
I
as
will
it hit
punch
the
a fucking spider right in the wall if I catch one running up my wall. That
Right.
bitch will get my fist right through the wall.
well, as it landed on the shelving below, I went A&E's round the corner if you broke your legs.
You should have saw when that big ass spider was running across my ceiling. I beat the shit out
I'm
of it with the
surprised
slipper.
the birds didn't eat it.
What at the hospital?
Well,
Oh, at the hospital.
nice,
All right.
the nice thing
I
you
didn't
should
know you were at the hospital.
Mhm.
you should have made him a sandwich. The spider. He
Hell no. I beat the hell out of him with the
could
Swiffer.
he could be your friend.
Why would you do that? Spiders eat flies. They eat insects.
That's
They
right.
keep-
They
I don't
eat
like
them.
flies either. I kill them too.
It doesn't
Tim-
matter. A spider is your
Tim-
friend.
I'm like a
Tim's
cat.
cat
Anything that
eats
moves.
spiders.
I'm like a
Anything
cat.
that
Anything that
moves.
moves, I'm gonna kill it.
But a spider's
dog-
your friend.
My dog keeps chasing and eating bumblebees for some stupid reason.
Mm.
Must be tasty.
Yeah.
Tell them to pack it in because they'll be coming extinct.
Oh, I should really go and get
I
rid
want
of.
to know how she manages to eat them without getting stung.
Yeah.
If you get it at the right angle, squeeze the stinger out.
Squeeze that stinger out. What?
Or
You guys are
You
sadistic.
squeeze the stinger
That
out.
poor little sucker while he was sitting there screaming, going, "What did I do to you? What did I do to you?"
Exactly.
That
I'm
sounds
not
cool.
talking about me doing it. I'm talking about how the dog would eat it.
I think it's worrying about its stinger getting squeezed out as it's getting munched on by a 70-pound dog. I don't think
Yeah.
it's the least of its worries.
And what?
And mate, you never know.
110
though.
110-pound dog.
I don't give a shit if it's a 20-pound dog. That's bigger than that bee is.
Yeah.
But you also have to point out, right, that the bee will be dead in 2 hours, and maybe the dog has an addiction to pain. Maybe it's got a fetish.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you,
also the bees do a lot of pollinating.
Yeah, exactly. She's looking at me in a really weird way.
Yeah, they're talking about me, aren't they?
Yeah, they're talking about it. Bring me food. You've already ate your tea and then a quarter of mine.
Your dog eats tea, drinks tea.
No, tea's evening meal here.
Oh, okay.
We
Say
call
as
that
in dinner.
It's dinner.
It's
Stop
dinner.
trying to fit in.
As
Dominic.
you said you've already had your.
I'm the translator.
I can see that dog laying on the floor going sipping a tea.
Yeah, when Dominic doesn't know
will,
what the hell
if
they're
I
talking
put-
about.
If I put tea in her
Then we're in
drinking
trouble.
bowl, she will drink it.
Yeah, that's bad.
Okay. Mia wants something. I don't know what it is.
That was just because I stopped stroking her.
Somebody
don't
clip that.
stop.
Uh,
It's all because he broke up. All I heard was stroking her.
There's nothing wrong with stroking her. Sure you. She's lay there on her side, and she has to put her head looking almost backwards on herself because she hasn't got a left eye. So she's got to make it so she can see out of her right eye.
Wait, your dog is as blind as you?
No, she's only got one eye.
God.
What happened to her?
Well, when we went to adopt her,
No, the true story now. You wanted
we
it
went-
for you wanted it for your own eye. You took it, didn't you? Go on, admit
When-
it.
when we went to adopt her, she had two
Cold blood.
eyes. And there was no problems. But then when she went into the vet for her inspection before they would allow her to be taken, they found she had some form of an infection in her eye, which was incurable, nothing they could do about it, and was only going to get worse and affect other things. And they said that the only thing they can actually do is take her eye out and then sew her eyelid up.
Oh wow.
And they said that, so do you still want her? I said, well, yeah. Doesn't change the dog. And she'll fit in perfectly. I'm registered blind and Kate's dyslexic. So, you know.
I knew a couple people that had a three-legged dog. Sean had a three-legged cat.
Don't
Edge
worry,
FPV.
the day for
Frog
the dog.
Punch.
Yeah, she
Yeah, they
passed.
can get away with three legs easier if it's one of the back legs that's missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what happened.
They
with it.
move
Front
together.
legs are in trouble.
The front legs move individually and the back legs tend to move together.
Oh yeah, I've seen like Sean had a three-legged cat. Unfortunately, she passed away about what was it 2-3 months back. But I knew a couple people that had three-legged dogs and they ran around just as good as a four-legged dog did.
Well, I get a kick out of the ones where you see them. They've got wheels on a cart.
On the wheels on the back.
A little
And then they
wheelchair.
go
Their back end is
yeah.
out.
There was a comedy program on telly, well, on one of your American sitcoms, where the dog was on a
drag.
car. I can't remember what it was now.
Well, one of the dogs that I saw online is his name was Fifth Wheel.
Fifth wheel. Pretty funny.
I would think Trolley would be a good name too.
Tripod.
Wheelie. You call
Yeah.
it wheelie.
Wheelie.
No, you just when you're taking for a walk, you just say, I'm just going to take it for a drag. Drag racing.
Yep.
Yeah, customize the car, put a lawn on it.
Yeah.
Big wide wheels.
Chrome wheels as well.
Roller skates on the front. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Wait. Enough from you.
I might not be on again tomorrow morning because I might be at the hospital visiting again.
You mean afternoon?
Well, our afternoon, yeah.
Yep.
That's a point. I don't look. English teams made a mess of the semi-finals in the rugby, didn't they?
I know.
Northam-
I've not been
Northampton
watching the
got
rugby.
beat. Northampton got beat yesterday, and the Harlequins got beat today.
Oh no.
Mm. So the final is Leominster versus Toulouse.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that. And I'm thinking that's great.
Didn't know you left.
Oh, yeah, I saw this the other day that they
Yeah.
put a dog suit on one of them.
That's crazy.
Boston Dynamics makes some really cool shit.
Yeah.
They're making a lot of robotic shit for the military.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's a place to grow, to make friends, to have fun. Every day to be sweet, fresh, frozen powder. Come work.
I had a different takeout tonight for me tea.
Oh, okay.
I ordered a carvery from Farmhouse Inns. So a proper full meal. And then a toffee fudge cake and custard for afters.
The cool kid. I wonder if those dogs sniff each other's USB ports. It's so stupid.
That the dog robots.
I know they hung the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. Shut up, Joe.
No.
Now that's what I call a breakfast.
Oh,
What?
Just a minute. Not stuff. Sure.
Lovely one.
Photos.
Just look what's in.
yeah.
Is that on it?
Nothing's popped up yet. Ah, there it goes. Maybe.
Yes, I'd agree with that.
What is that?
Breakfast.
Yeah, take the beans out of there, and that's
Breakfast for about 10
what the hell's
people.
that black stuff?
Black
pudding.
pudding.
Okay, yeah, take that and the beans
Delicious.
out.
Take that out.
Mushrooms, pork chop, black pudding, bacon,
I'd take all that, but the black pudding and the beans.
chicken,
Take that shit out of there.
tomatoes,
You gotta,
Beans
and you've gotta,
sausage.
Beans does not
Fried
belong
eggs.
with breakfast
Oh,
food.
see, he's got the toast
Yeah,
with
it
the
does.
beans on the toast.
You
No,
need
beans is a
a bit of
barbecue
HB
item for
sauce on
barbecue.
that, and a
Beans
bit of
go with
Worcestershire
everything,
sauce.
Justin. Pack it in.
Beans
Yeah,
on
so-
toast, right?
No, no,
Bean-
no.
Beans
Barbie-
on toast,
I-
beans on pizza, beans on with your chips.
Beans on
Beans go with
everything.
everything.
Beans
No,
has
you see that
the flavor
middle-
profile.
you see that middle sauce bottle,
Yeah. That's-
Dominic, as well.
Yep, sriracha.
That's the one I was on about that we get from our Chinese wholesale places.
Yeah, I've
flavor
got a
profile-
bottle of that on Saturday,
With
my time,
hot-
Saturday.
Hot sauce, yeah.
No, listen. The flavor profile of beans does not go with any of what's on that plate. Except for
Yes, it
maybe the
does.
pork, except for the pork chops if they were grilled.
Meet you at the hospital.
At what time?
No, baked beans is something that we don't normally
You
eat
join
with
there for
pork
12.
chops.
Ew, that is so gross.
Baked
It
beans
goes
is a
great with
breakfast.
bacon.
No, the flavor profile, no.
Yeah.
We're getting Amber on for 12 for one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll go finish it.
You drizzle some of that HP on the black pudding.
Us.
Nope.
We're
I
going-
actually
we're going back
prefer
to
the
it after
HP
we've
in the
been-
baked beans to make the sauce a bit spicier.
Yeah, I'll put the, yeah.
Yeah.
Or actually put the sriracha in the baked beans.
That black pudding looks like charred sausage.
It's a blood
That's what I
sausage.
thought it was.
It does. It looks like sausage that was like burnt to a crisp.
It is a sausage, but it is made with blood and fat. And until you've tasted it, you don't realize just how good it is.
Yeah, you do.
I see what you guys put together over there, so I don't know. You're putting beans with breakfast food.
Put beans on pizza.
Ew, gross. I'm done. I'm done with you, David.
No, that's the wrong button. Did it stop sharing? Yeah.
Well, now you got something to look forward to. You can, tomorrow morning, you could have beans on toast.
I haven't got
Justin,
any beans.
and some goodies.
I haven't got any beans.
No.
Well, that's
Maybe
a
you should tell Sarah you'd like to try.
Like I said, beans on
beans on
toast
toast.
wasn't bad, but that's something I would eat if we were in a, like UN situation. We were getting food drops from planes.
You haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Justin.
You have to be a great emergency, right?
Beans are good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you fart.
Mhm.
Pretty sure heavy farts cause heart palpitations. No, absolutely not, Cool Cat. You're not
I
convincing
think
me
I'd
that
agree with that
that
comment.
no.
I don't know. I agree with Justin on black pudding. It's disgusting.
I mean, I would try black pudding because I've never had it, but the beans, I know what beans taste like, and I know what all the other breakfast stuff tastes like, and no,
Yep.
not mixing them together.
Stop! Black pudding? Don't be stupid, Michael. That's haggis
This
and
is
white
between,
pudding.
it's between
what's-
English now.
Black pudding's a Lancashire thing.
Yeah,
I can't picture Justin eating
It's-
haggis either.
It's best made in Bury.
Well, my problem is I don't know how to cook either one of those, so I'd be afraid I wouldn't cook it correctly.
you either boil them or grill them or fry them.
See, when I'm trying something new, honestly, I like to be with somebody that either knows how to make it, has made it a bunch, or like if you're going to a restaurant trying something new, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they
What-
probably serve haggis over there in England.
Well, yeah, it's Scottish.
Haggis. Haggis.
Yeah. Pretty prevalent over there, I think.
Black
You know what?
pudding is
You know what haggis
actually in
is?
Scotland. It's eaten a lot. In England, it isn't.
What's that, David?
haggis? Yes, haggis is a two-legged sheep that runs around hills. You ever get told that as a kid? What's
No.
haggis? It's a two-legged sheep that runs around the hills.
Yeah. So they didn't have to explain what actually went into a haggis.
Exactly. I love haggis. Don't put me off it.
If you enjoy turkey dressing or black pepper, you'll love haggis. Hold on, is
Black
he talking
pudding.
about,
Black pudding is lovely with English mustard on it.
is he talking about turkey dressing as in like
Stuffing.
stuffing?
Yeah.
That's what haggis tastes like?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mixture of stuff that is a bit like stuffing, yeah.
What
Yeah.
isn't brains the main part of haggis?
It's a mixture of grain and
Not
Um,
brains.
Internal
Meat.
organs and stuff.
offal. Yeah.
Yeah, they take everything left from the slaughter and churn it all up and then make it into haggis. That sound good to you, Justin?
I'm always down to try something once, but
Yeah, I remember the time you tried Vegemite.
yeah, and I still hate Dominic for that. Blaming Dominic for that one.
I thought you were going to pass out.
Oh my god, that was so disgusting. Oh, whose live stream did I try that on?
I don't know. I've not actually tried Vegemite.
Was that Matt's live stream?
If I
Yeah.
can find some, I might.
No,
But
so-
I've never tried it.
It's a little bit more intense than Marmite.
If it tastes like Marmite, it'll be all right because I like
Yeah, it
Marmite.
tastes like Marmite, but it's more intense.
No, it's not.
That's what I feel.
No, I find it the other way around.
Marmite stronger than Vegemite?
Yep.
Jaffa cakes?
Don't you knock a Jaffa cake now.
We're
I don't
sending,
even know what that is,
sending him some.
What's a Jaffa cake?
but I'll try one.
It's a cake with an orange gel covered in chocolate.
What's the cake made out of?
Cake.
Okay, what does the orange
It's-
shell taste like
It's a
orange?
Like a
little bit
sponge.
like a sponge cake that's kind of biscuit shaped.
And yes, Justin, it does taste like orange.
I'll try it, but I
Break
really
it.
hate chocolate orange, like orange chocolate. Because we have these things over here that look like
They've got different
oranges, and
flavours.
they're made out of chocolate. And
Yeah, they're
just-
Terry's chocolate
ugh.
oranges.
They make
Yeah,
it in
those things are
different
gross.
flavors, don't they?
Yeah, we can get. What's the other flavours? It's
Lemon, I would
Cherry.
imagine.
cherry.
Strawberries
cherry.
and cream.
But cherry would be good.
I don't know what else flavours we can actually get over it.
Yeah,
Does
I've had a
any-
bunch of different chocolates that have orange in it. No.
Does
Yeah.
anybody bake Marmite into anything?
No, why would you?
Yes.
No.
I've heard of
Oh.
people using it, putting it on top of
I
meat
wanna,
when they cook it.
I wanna
No,
try.
Vegemite they use
Marinade.
it. Vegemite
that?
they use for
Marinate
marinade.
stuff with.
You can
Yes.
do. You can do the same with Marmite, Justin.
Because Tim said that he's actually used Vegemite to marinate.
Yes,
Yeah.
Vegemite and Marmite is more or less the same thing. It's just
He-
a different texture because it's from different countries.
He said it's really
Mhm.
good marinating with meat. He just doesn't like the smell or taste of it
The
on its own.
Australians stole it from the British.
Thieving bastards.
Well, that's why you guys sent him to the island, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
David, ask Dominic who's he rooting for in Eurovision.
Yeah, who you rooting for in Eurovision?
Dominic?
Who?
Dominic?
Trying to think.
Is it that time again?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on. It's on
around my
Saturday.
birthday.
This
What's
Saturday
he-
or the Saturday
God.
after?
What
I'm
the
gonna
hell's
go.
your-
It's Saturday.
Oh shit! So the semi-finals tomorrow, Tuesday.
Thursday.
Who you
Tuesday,
going for?
Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Is
I think it is.
Oh,
is
Thursday.
Italy still in?
Uh,
Well, they will be. 'cause
there
they've
will
not
be. It's
started.
not been the semi-finals that kicked in
What
yet.
the hell's Eurovision?
Take Italy then.
It's a
That's
music contest.
How
The
do I explain?
Eurovision Song Contest.
Right. Let's how.
Yes.
Shut up a minute. Let me
That's like
explain
American
it.
Idol.
No, nothing
No.
like. Right. Let me explain this to you.
No
They
idea
get-
as good as American Idol.
No. Right. They get a group of singers that are has-beens or failures or whatever.
Oh, never heard of.
Yeah. And then they take a
One
song.
band.
They take a song that's about as crap as you can make it, and then
Uh-huh.
they perform it on stage, and then countries vote in a political stance, voting for the neighbours and everything else. Well, everyone's supposed to believe that they're voting because of the music. It's a load
Each
of bollocks.
country has one song that they can use.
Yeah, it's an absolute load of bollocks, and it should be scrapped.
And Australia moves itself for one night.
Into
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah, into Europe.
Yeah, I don't know how we're in the. I don't know how we're in Eurovision.
It was supposed to be a one-off for the
Yeah.
anniversary or something.
They've done it because all of the judges want to go on holiday to Australia one year.
No, if Australia win it, they're not allowed to host it.
Aren't they?
No.
ABBA came
Guess
from
who,
Eurovision.
guess
I don't know what that
who
is.
hosts it, Mark?
No.
Whoever they pick.
No, it isn't. It's the UK.
The UK.
The UK hosts it if Australia win.
Why would we want
Yeah.
to host it? We put too much money in it as it fucking is. Just
Which
scrap
one
the
did-
darn thing.
Which one was in Liverpool when some country
That
couldn't
that
do
Ukraine.
Ukraine that held it.
Ukraine? That's right, yeah.
Rigger, what's ABBA? Is that American Big
I mean,
Booties
they held it in
Association? What is
Liverpool
that?
because it looks
ABBA.
like
No, that's
Ukraine.
ABBA. That's a
Oh.
Swedish pop
And you know
group.
who ABBA is?
I thought it was American Big Booty Association.
Oh,
American basketball, isn't it?
And that's where Bucks Fizz came from too.
It was Agneta, Benny, Bjorn, and Annafried.
So is
They're
that a
actually
sing-
getting-
is that a singing group called ABBA?
Yes.
ABBA, yeah.
Abu
They're
Abu
from
Dhabi?
Sweden.
No.
They
No.
obviously got stuck in IKEA.
No,
No.
yes, Joe. Yes, Joe.
No.
They're actually
You
speaking of ABBA. They're actually going to
You
set
must
up
have
a
seen,
permanent
you must have heard most of
ABBA
ABBA's songs.
display in Melbourne.
You've got
Dancing
to have
Queen.
heard most of ABBA's songs
That's
if
the
you
one.
watch that film.
The Dancing Queen was ABBA, right?
Yeah,
Dancing Queen, Waterloo, Fernando.
gimme, gimme, gimme.
I don't have no idea what the hell y'all are talking about, but okay.
ABBA
What was
songs.
the film
What are ABBA songs?
with
They're
all
ones
the
that
ABBA
got-
songs
As
in
I
it?
said earlier, I reckon they got stuck in IKEA.
Eh? What was the film with all the
Oh,
ABBA songs
IKEA. I
in
know
it?
that. That's the furniture store.
Mamma Mia.
That's it,
Yeah,
Mamma
yeah.
Mia.
Yeah, Mamma Mia, the musical.
Mamma Mia was all ABBA songs.
Waterloo. I got the feeling you want.
Burger said, Paul, did you hit your head? You lived through the disco era. You should know who that is.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I know who ABBA is. No,
It's
that wasn't
Jewish.
A big, it wasn't a big.
It's a
follower,
Jewish
but
word.
I remember
It's
hearing them on the radio.
father.
Abba Dabba Doo.
You lived through the disco era and among others.
You want to watch it? Some of the outfits that Anna Fried and Agneta wore were small
Yeah.
or tight.
Or not at
Yeah,
all.
their
You
best
just say
song was "Take a Chance
risque.
on Me." That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Want the one Angelo as well.
Nah.
Anne and Joe outside the bus stop in Walthamstow.
Oh, and Dancing Queen, is that the song I played in the movie Chuck and Larry?
Think
No,
so, yeah.
it was in Mamma Mia.
It
Oh,
was
Mamma Mia.
Chuck and Larry as well.
I
That-
don't
that
know
pretty
Mamma
much.
Mia.
It's used in quite a lot of films.
I don't know Mamma Mia. Hold on.
Mamma mia.
Did I go again?
Dancing Queen's used in Johnny English. The
Don't know
first
that one either.
You've never seen Johnny English? Oh my
No.
God. That's a Rowan Atkinson film. Mr. Bean.
He's seen it. He's talking
Who?
about that.
He's just pulling your leg.
No, I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
Rowan Atkinson, who
That's
plays
it.
Mr.
No.
Bean, plays Johnny
Go.
English.
Oh, I know
Well-
who that is. I just never watched his stuff.
It's good.
So you've never seen Mr.
Well,
Bean's Holiday,
It's
where
a
he
No.
goes to
total-
America?
It's a total piss take of James Bond.
Who's Mr. Bean?
Oh my God.
They
Okay.
know who Mr. Bean is. He's famous over in America.
Yeah, they just taking the piss, I reckon.
What was it? This one?
That's the one.
As someone,
Okay.
I hope
Yeah, I remember from Chuck and Larry.
don't get like a copyright just for that little section.
Exactly, Rigger.
you see, that's something else that the Americans do. How can they shorten Charles to Chuck?
It also goes to Chaz.
Yeah, well, we
Alright.
do it as Chaz, but never Chuck.
I know that. I'm
Chaz
just
is a
saying,
girl name.
another great abbreviation.
All right, I gotta jump off. I'll catch y'all later.
Geronimo.
Where are you going?
I gotta
He's
go
going to
do-
watch Mamma Mia.
No, I gotta go do a couple things before it gets late.
You got to go get. Oh, you haven't told us how Sarah's doing.
She's fine.
She's doing better. Or?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Their clothing was very interesting.
Mm.
Very, very.
And the
That's
weird
Mamma
thing
Mia.
about it is the men wore the same things,
Yeah,
but didn't look half as hot.
yep, I'd agree with that.
Well, I imagine the women thought it was, but
Yeah,
us guys, it isn't our thing, you know. Rigger says Justin's got to go get his limited edition rainbow butt plug in Fortnite.
yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny. Actually, he had to go change the batteries in his.
One of the little boys he plays Fortnite with must have come online.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're over there. You notice how you can tell he's getting the itch to play Fortnite. He starts his voice starts to go down, and he's starts to pull away from the microphone and pretty soon.
It's amazing. There's a lad came on yesterday, and the voice, Justin said, "Are you under 10?" He said, "No, I'm 13."
Mostly sunny weather and can expect a high of 56 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 41 degrees.
Thanks for the info.
This plastic thing.
Yeah.
Water hit me in the hand.
Plastic thing. Oh, that white thing. Yeah, it was hanging
think-
on the door.
It smacked me straight on the fingers.
Well,
Ja-
did you not know it was there?
Jason's
Oh, you
nephew, he's
should be.
only a teenager as well, I think.
What are you working on there, Joe?
I'm just looking, it's another type of bumper guard.
Okay,
Yeah,
but it's
this is
still,
more like
it's,
Dobos.
it's still PLA.
Pretty much fine.
Yeah, this is PLA. I just printed it to see how hard it would be to print. Because the top part's got a little lip on it. It's got a little
Okay.
lip.
Kind
And
of
when you
hook,
go
hook
to-
onto it.
Yeah, when you go to print it, what happens is there's nothing to hold it in place. So you have to put supports to make sure it stays there. So that it prints the supports all the way up to that point, and then it starts printing it and meets them. And I wanted to make sure that it worked because I sent it to Johnny, and Johnny said he had a lot of support on his. It took 3 hours to print. I said, well, mine's showing me an hour. And come to find out, he was doing a different kind of support.
Oh, okay.
You
By
know,
the
so
way,
he,
Paul,
Yeah, David.
fuck you.
What? He could kick you off the panel, you know.
No, he knows what I'm on about.
No, I
He
don't
knows
know.
what I'm on about.
I don't
Who's
know.
staying here tonight?
I don't, oh, you got all the kids.
Yeah,
All
Yeah.
right.
What you been picking up?
Yes.
there you go. Where's TJ?
We've got one. of them.
Yeah, we got Amber.
Well, you should have all of them there.
Do you know how small my place is?
Yeah, but you're
Laura
happy.
can't-
You're happy to have them there, Laura. You
Yeah,
know.
but no, but not happening. But
You know, and David, all the time you were gone, David was lamenting the fact that the kids weren't there.
oh, when?
No, weren't.
He was
Wasn't
thinking,
wasn't he, Dominic?
God, this bed is huge when you're on your own.
Yeah.
Actually, I spent most of the time going, "Oh, who the fucking hell's ringing? Oh, it's Laura. Who the fucking hell's? Oh, it's Laura. Who the fucking hell's ringing now, Laura?
I didn't ring that much.
Messages.
No, not message with Laura and me. Oh no, she rings me.
All right.
Sent you a text. Get it back when you've read it.
I did not do any of that.
Check your messages.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is, Laura, honest to gosh, I'm happy to devil that you at least got one of them there tonight, because I don't know what he was going to do. He was going on kids withdrawal.
Now be careful. That could be a bit
Yes.
awkward.
Yeah, could get me arrested. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did nothing of the sort.
All he kept talking about, you'd be glad when Laura gets back because the kids aren't there. Isn't that right, Dominic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how they're just all agreeing.
Yeah.
I watched every live stream just to let you know.
Well, you must have missed it because he was
Yeah,
He
you
would- he
must
would
have been
just-
paying attention.
he put that little quip in just out of nowhere, and I said, "Boy, I wish Laura was here with the kids." And it was like, okay,
I watched from start to end, I'm afraid.
okay. We'd all say, "Okay, it'd be all right. Laura will be back soon."
Yeah, but you watched the replay and Paul cut them, edited it out.
Yeah, we edited it out.
Oh,
I didn't watch the replay, I was watching you live. I just didn't chat.
Yeah,
I'm
David
so
started
sorry.
crying how much he missed you, so we didn't want him to feel bad about it.
That's
We
right.
cut him out.
Yeah. There was many times we had to
Yes.
like put our electronic arm around him and say, "It's going to be all right. It's going to be."
There is
okay."
no way that you could have watched them live streams without butting in at some point about what we were saying.
Yep.
No, David just got an earful after the live stream.
Not David.
No, I'm not. I'm not here.
He's not here.
Nothing. I see nothing.
Well, David, I got a question for you. Did you get all the things fixed in the house that you wanted to fix while you were by yourself, or
No.
He
No?
got all the things that he broke fixed.
You broke stuff.
No. They're on about when I fell off the light,
Oh, that one.
off the ladder.
Oh, I know about that one.
And then spent a day stripping the paint off the window above the door and decided, no, it needs painting.
No, I actually like what you've done with the mosaic. Oh, you packed a 90, did you? Oh, they're all gone. Right, anyway, I'm going to bed.
That got a
Uncle
massive
Bill's
reaction, didn't
on
it?
tonight, right?
Yeah,
Late.
at 10 o'clock your time. 3 o'clock in the morning our time.
And
I'll be-
anybody else on in between?
Art at
Art
6,
time? What time's Art on?
45 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's his 3 conservative gimps, in it?
Yeah.
There's somebody, I mean, Shelby Voles on as well at some point.
Yep.
And is Sean Hyde on as well?
I thought he was
Tuesday
on a
night.
Tuesday night.
No, he,
Wednesday.
might be,
Tuesday.
he might be a different day, yeah.
Yeah, because Sunday night,
Is
it's
Is
packed.
Wedgie on?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Wedgie's on. An hour and a half. In an hour and a half time, it's 10 a.m. for me. But I got to get in there half an hour earlier to
Mhm.
do the sound check, and because I'm co-hosting,
Ah,
Uh-huh.
so I got to go in about 5 or so minutes.
Don, it's a complete waste of time doing a sound check on Wedgie's show. The sound's all over the place every time.
Yeah, I know. Just the way it goes sometimes. I think it's Eve Max.
you
Mm,
think it's what?
Eve Max. I think it's the software itself.
Oh, is that what he's using?
Hmm.
some of his panel you can't hear. Some
Yeah.
of them deafen you. And then when he plays the music on the videos, that deafens you as well, because that's louder
Yeah.
than everything else.
Yeah, I'm glad you
have to keep-
clarified that,
You have to
Dominic,
keep your finger on the volume control.
that you clarified as saying it was the software. I thought you were calling Wedge and Big a smuck. I thought you said it was the smuck. I looked over
No,
at you.
it's-
I said, what?
It's
Who are you talking
Emote.
about? Who's the smuck?
Eve
Yeah.
Max, EV Max, whatever.
Yeah.
I said, that's a man calling him a smuck. Well, I tell you though, Paul, this PLA, there's no way to put this on the Avata 2 because it's PLA. There's no way. The other one will, but this one, there's no way to put it on it because it'll break.
It'll break.
So that TPU being pliable, rubbery, is going to fit. Johnny said he put it on his, and he said it was really tight.
So it's like Chinese chicken.
Yeah,
It's rubbery.
he said that it's just like Dobos, but
This
it
chicken's
actually
rubbery.
fits better.
Ah,
Yeah, this is the one I found on. I went looking for different ones to see what else they had, and they have a site called Cults, CULTS,
Now what are you doing?
and they had this one on there, and the guy was selling the design for $4. So I gave him the $4. I said, well, if it works, then I could print mine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, Johnny, when we go flying this week, is gonna bring me some TPU to check it out. And then I'm gonna probably order the orange. I might just order the orange one anyway, because eventually I'm gonna be printing them for me. Yeah, I get orange TPU for $23.99.
Uh-huh.
That's not that bad.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 pounds. Actually, I'll get Overture. It's better, probably 2.2 pounds for 28.
Go on then, Paul. You did that, but do you know where it came from?
No.
It came from a song by a group called Trio, a German group. And the song was called Da Da Da.
Yep.
No, I never listened to German groups.
No, you're not having a Jaffa cake. I don't care.
That was the loudest protest of them all. I can't say I'm going to take great delight in sharing this information, but that
Well, that's a point.
football club that Paul keeps mentioning, swearing at me with, they're up the shit creek without a paddle. The owner has had all his assets frozen, and yeah,
Painful having your assets frozen.
yeah, and he's not allowed. He's not allowed to leave his home. He's being charged for insider trading during his hedge funds days. They're screwed.
Ah, well.
Another criminal owner of that club.
Liverpool beat Spurs 4-2.
Yeah.
Arsenal women beat City women 2-1.
I think Liverpool's dream of the Premiership title are way in true.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. We're done.
In the world.
Chelsea beat West Ham 5-0.
Yes, and David Moyes apologised. Oh, Bromley have gone into the Football League.
I wonder if that would have had the same impact as the men's game. Liverpool women beat Manchester United women 1-0.
Good.
You just beat Kilmarnock. Wasn't actually a lot of English football today.
No.
Maybe that's because half of the divisions have finished their season, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, London's gained another Football League club. Bromley Bible is now in the Football League.
Yes.
Bromley beat Solihull Moor.
Yeah.
No, they drew 2-2 after extra time and won 4-3 on penalties.
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got in the MLS.
Okay, Rigger, you have a good evening. He's probably going to go meet up with Justin to play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do that.
Miami beat New York 6-2.
Well, at the moment, it's Miami investors versus New York investors for Preston North
Yeah.
End.
Mm.
If it ever happens.
Houston paying St. Louis City something or others 0-0. St. Louis City what?
No, no.
St. Louis City SC. I assume that must mean soccer club.
Well, I'm tracking a ship downbound and I'm tracking a ship upbound.
Okay.
Well, Detroit didn't play in it.
We're down to 10 people watching. Joe, what do you think?
Yep. Well, I'm gonna
Dominic's
gonna
got to
go
leave
down.
anyway. David, David says yes. Shut it down.
David said nothing of the sort.
Yeah, David, we're gonna follow David's lead and shut it
I'm
down.
calling it.
Everybody, hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning. Joe, have a
Yeah,
good
well.
evening. David, thank you for calling.